Hey, what's up everyone? This is going to be a video regarding various events happening in the world around us. As you know, there's been a lot going on in our life, but I'm going to get into what is going on in this world and beyond. So hopefully I will not receive a strike or be taken down as I was previously for a week for no reason. But let's get started. Apparently, according to studies, T-Rex may have had two equally terrifying sibling species. Planet X enters our solar system in September of 2022, so keep an eye on that. So check this guy out, Israeli News Live. He's been talking with various high-ranking individuals and some of the science or government individuals are also wanting information from him on the Nibiru stuff and stuff. Basically, the Planet X. There are three potential Planet X objects coming into our solar system, of this galaxy around September of this year. Lots of September stuff. There's been usually a lot of interesting things seem to be happening in September, but this is one of them. We are having some potential Planet X material. Something about Nibiru coming in our galaxies in September. And after increased seismic activity has taken place in the Kermadec Islands. They've been hit by a 6.6 earthquake. Check this out, an interesting rotating building they built back years ago. They built this rotating building. Let's see if I can Back in 1930, the Indiana Bell building was rotated 90 degrees. Over a month, the 22 million pound structure was actually moved. While all 600 employees still worked there, there was no interruption to gas, heat, electricity, water, sewage, or telephone service that they provided. No one inside even felt the move take place. Planet X enters our solar system September of this year. And the moon appears to have rusty patches on its surface despite lacking two essential rust-inducing ingredients, water and oxygen. In a series of images, the surface of the comet, courtesy of Rosetta Space Probe. A rare view of the surface of a comet. Check this out. They said it may look like a stop-motion science film, but apparently it's actually the surface of a comet. From the latest set of images released from ESA's mission after it visited this comet. The spacecraft was 130 kilometers away. Dust swirls around the spacecraft. Star clusters pass in the background as this comet spins, and cosmic rays cause streaks across the images. The boulders are made of ice and dust, they say. This animation they're showing us covers about 20 minutes of real time. The remarkable images were processed and sequenced by a Twitter user. They said they were named after the ancient Egyptian goddess of love and harmony. The images were taken around 500 million kilometers or kilometers from Earth. Interesting. Alright, let's see what else we have here. Scientists uncover the largest impact crater on Earth, over 100,000 years old, for the first time. Seeing a squirrel sleep, surprised how their posture is like ours. That's how squirrels sleep. Sad news, a father shot his 3 young daughters dead inside a church. Cartel gunman executes 17 people at a funeral in western Mexico. So that starts again. Had it really under control before. Well, not under control completely, but had a rap on it anyway. She was 11 when World War I started, 36 when 2, 74 when Star was released, and 116 when COVID-19 started. At 119 years old, she may witness World War III, sadly. Sadly, as we're heading into the possibility of it. Her name is Kane Tanaka, and she is the world's oldest living person. She was born January 2nd, 1903, and she's witnessed all the major wars since that time, since the early 1900s. Scientists discovered an impact crater on Earth under 100,000 years old, meaning a major impact took place from a meteor less than 100,000 years ago. This is a mystery. A road has been ripped up and twisted, and surrounding objects have been moved due to mysterious underground force. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Apologize for that disturbance there. Mystery Road. Mystery is a road is ripped up in the UK and twisted by unexplained underground movements. T-Rex had two sibling species. At first, when I first read that, I thought it said T-Rex had two siblings. Equally terrifying. Oh! Sorry. Pain. It's sorry about what previously happened. I'm not going to edit it out. That takes too much time. This is an image. They said we need to see what's going on under the radar. Strange beams and things like that have been seen, and lights that are not the northern lights have been seen in places where you won't see the northern lights. I know today the sun was out, and it seemed like it was just, when I was outside doing the best I could, doing whatever I could do, I was feeling that 80-degree sunlight. It was 79, just almost made it to 80 degrees before the winter comes again next week. Slight winter and fall feel. And it felt like it was burning. It felt like super hot. It felt like late summer, so that shows the UV index is really high, and there's a lot of that going on. And just a reminder, that company there, the documents, the FDA wanted sealed until 2097. They're being released today, and that organization right there negotiates that right there in Geneva, Switzerland. Oddly enough, it seems that the World Health Organization has their meetings in Geneva, which is also where CERN is located. And new fast radio waves, radio bursts have been discovered from an area, they say, where stars are too old for radio bursts to take place. So technically it should not be happening. They tagged it under hashtag space, mystery, and alien. We should really turn off the computer and smart devices, literally, people, and start living our lives in the moment. Like it says here, rebuilding our lives offline because we were way too dependent on tech. Out of this world, Tonga eruption reached the mesosphere, 1.5 times the height of the Pinatubo. Tonga's sunset continue as the eruption takes place. This is an image from above showing the mileage and the details of where it happened and how far away that it was. So the plume quickly shot through the atmosphere before reaching well into the mesosphere. And you see the readings right down below. A loss of buoyancy at the altitude caused the peak to collapse, and the plume expanded within the stratosphere. The atmospheric layers became visible, and then you see below there is the lower stratosphere, the upper stratosphere below at 510 UTC right there, and then you'll witness here at 520, and then finally the stratospheric observations from the eruption by the GOES-17 shown above at the Himawari 8 along the lines and the heights determined from the lengths and shadows. They allowed the scientists to model the altitude of the entire plume. The entire plume taking place was 87 to 85 kilometers or kilometers. So that area right there that you're witnessing is about 54.1 miles. That where it looks like some sort of an image there. That is the green lines they're showing is 87 kilometers or 54 miles. Comparing, they're going to ruin Dr. Evil. They're going to ruin Dr. Evil for me if they compare this. I guess he's a German man there. If they compare that man right there to him, they're going to ruin the Austin Powers series if they do that. They're talking about global control, and that's what they're doing. This man is so influential, and that's why unelected globalist entities and things really exist. But yeah, they're not gonna tell you about that. All right, rain bomb, devastating flooding kills at least 7 across Queensland and New South Wales in Australia. Videos and pictures have been posted on here. This looks like the flooding we've had in the state of Tennessee recently, where we had around a week and a half to 2 weeks of nonstop rain. Either that or just change over to snow and back to rain again. I took some images and videos that I'll show you on my channel very, very soon locally. To the believers, like ourselves, it's prophecy. And to the end times and the beginning of eternity, to the non-believers, it's an agenda for the elite to enslave this world. And to be honest with you, it seems like it's a little of all of it. Russia-Ukraine conflict, it's the World Economic Forum's time. The World Economic Forum has put out the perfect opportunity to launch their cyber pandemic. They're saying we need to be prepared now and change our entire way of existence. So that's what the World Economic Forum said. I don't know if I should be saying these key words or not, but I'll let you look up Great Reset. All right, I talked to someone about that recently, and they were very open to that stuff. I'm sorry, these pains are. Got to try to do some more exercising again. All right, enough. You don't need to hear about my personal life in this video. I've done that enough. The world around us, events happening, events going on. There's so much taking place. And this is just, I mean, you see Russia and Ukraine. You see Russia, Ukraine, and what's happening over there is just really, I mean, it's every time the elites get into a quarrel, the people always have to suffer. And it's sad, but who knows? Maybe it's making way for the Gog-Magog situation, the war there. Maybe it's pushing toward the prophecy in that manner. I don't know. We'll see. But be aware. It's like I've been watching a lot of Weird Al Yankovic lately, too. Be aware, there's always someone that's watching you. His song, Foil, Aluminum Foil. Look up that song by Weird Al Yankovic. Foil and Handy, I'm So Handy. But a mini ice age continues. Dry spell breaks in the United States. Solid snow fell in Europe in good conditions. Canada, massive falls in Japan. The weather has gone crazy. We've had a lot of rain, and it's just the dryness finally ended. But now it's really dry now. But this person here, they said they had their head preserved. Whoever it was, they actually do that. But let's see, what was this? Look up in the night sky before dawn after dusk. You'll see a faint column of light extending from the horizon. Up from the horizon, that luminous glow is the zodiacal light, or sunlight reflected toward the earth by a cloud of tiny dust particles orbiting the sun. A great picture of this phenomenon is shown below. Very beautiful. I'll talk about a lot of this stuff very soon. Apparently, also the smart health card accessibility by state. States rolled that out. The smart health cards, they rolled it out in the green states completely, and the yellow ones are pending, coming soon. And they did this without any information. So Mississippi, let's see. Wow, they did not make children selling illegal till 2009. There was no law to punish her under it, so she was trying to sell her granddaughter for $2,000. Wow, that's horrible. Unidentified genealogy of modern and ancient genomes. And this was sad right here. This is a bit rude. No, it says, Texas middle school teacher. She said, those conservative Christians honestly ought to be killed. That's what she stated. She said, I would have been able to stop doing what we had to do under the mandates long ago if they'd have just followed the rules. Really? Well, that's what she stated, that they ought to be, and that is just wrong. Convoy underway, Freedom Convoy. Diego Alves, he's a Portuguese serial killer. His perfectly preserved head has been on display in a jar in the University of Lisbon for nearly 200 years. That is a serial killer, and his head has been preserved for 200 years. Creepy, creepy. The Great Hanaui Rat Massacre of 1902. The French wanted the rats exterminated from the sewer system. They set a bounty for each dead rat tail. Thousands of tails were submitted per day, but the rat problem only grew worse. They found that the hunters were breeding, not hunting, rats for their tails. So, how does this even happen? A fish fell from the sky and hit this car. Wow, now that is really something. All right. And you can read that article right there. A lot has been happening worldwide in the past 5 days. A shallow 6.2 earthquake killed at least 2 and injures 20 people on Indonesia's Sumatra Island. Videos and pictures seen here. Very old structure there, destroyed. An apocalyptic sunset with a blood-red sky has taken place in this area. Let's see, where was this located? Oh yeah, that's right, South Africa. This was in the area of South Africa. A flatworm's head is cut off, but not only does it regrow its head and brain, but the new brain contains all the memories of the old brain. Wow, that is interesting. Very, very interesting. But that's all I want to post for this video. This is some windows smashed, roofs destroyed from a monster hailstorm. Not sure where that's at, but been wanting to make one of these videos for a while, and so I'm getting around to it. Signing out.